What's going on YouTube? I thought I'd do a review of this old revolver of mine and give a shout out to a fellow YouTuber. His name is James West. Give him a shout out, tell him what's up. Subscribe and like his videos. He's one of the few remaining patriots left in America today. He's down to earth and he ain't all about freaking being crazy. So this is a Ruger Old Army I acquired. I had a LeMat revolver, brand new in the box, and I really didn't like the pistol as much as I thought. And because of the $1,200 I threw down to get this pistol, I decided to trade it. I took it to a gun shop locally, and they put me on gunbroker.com and let me pick out any pistol I wanted, and this is what I picked out. I think the price tag on this gun was about $800, which to me, I've wanted one for so long. I used to have one. It was blued, and I sold it and regretted it ever since, and I figured I'd kind of had an opportunity to get another one, so I got this one. It's a stainless steel model, 8-inch or 7.5-inch barrel. I'm not quite sure, but anyways, it's a very good shooter. I shoot 457 diameter lead ball through it. I make my own. It's nice and clean. Let me see if I can get a light here. Damn, that thing is bright as shit. Turn it down a little bit. But yes, it's a nice clean revolver. There ain't hardly any marks on this thing. It is shiny. Yeah, that was that new tactile light you see. It's pretty bright, but it don't have like your safety click or anything. It's got your 3-1, and that's your free spin, and then your cock. And it's very solid, very crisp. And another thing you notice with these black powder revolvers, there is no see, it's free. There is no play whatsoever. I mean, it is literally airtight. And another thing to mention on this old revolver, so I'm going to use a penny. Turn this counterclockwise. I think it is a half a turn. Yeah, that's how tight it is. It's a pain in the butt. The nipples on this are a hex head. These are the factory nipples, and people say, well, it's hard to get nipples for them. So the only thing I could think of is, well, let me pull them out here. I ordered some. They're called Slick Shots. And they're a little different. I mean, they're stainless steel as well, but they take the standard nipple wrench, and they got a little vent hole in the side, as you can see through the, and they fit. I ordered a set of those. These little boogers were expensive. But this gun is not a replica. It is an authentic Ruger. I called Ruger and had them run the serial numbers on it. And they, I paid the $10 fee or $12. I can't remember what it was. And they sent me a certificate of authenticity. The revolver was manufactured in 1978. And it shipped out in 1979. And it's not one of those pre-warnings everyone talks about. It's still got the warnings on top of the barrel, but cosmetically, I don't give a shit. It's stainless. There is a little bit of spotting on it, but I mean, hell, this gun is fucking 40 years old. And it's accurate as hell. Adjustable rear sight, front sight. I don't know what the barrel twist is, but as far as what my powder charge is, what I do is I take a flask and I just fill it up. I fill it all the way up almost. I leave about maybe an eighth of an inch chamber left to where the ball won't try to roll off the powder, at least enough to keep it in there. And then I just ram that son of a bitch down. And I mean, you gotta crank it. I mean, you gotta nail it down pretty damn hard. And as far as accurate, people say 25, 30, 35, even 40 grain, but I don't know how much powder I've been putting in it. I've just been loading it up full and shooting the damn thing. And as people say, well, don't overload it. You don't want to blow it up. Well, you can't overload this Ruger Old Army, whether you use 4F, 3F, 2F, whatever. If it fits, in other words, it'll ship that bullet. If it fits, it ships. So, I mean, I know that's kind of funny, but I love this old gun. Like I said, I've been wanting to get my hands on one for years. I think they stopped making them in 2008 or 2009, and for some reason, the people that are selling them think they're worth their weight in gold. I mean, to me they are. I would have paid $1,500 for this gun if I had the money. But technically I paid about $1,200. I traded a $1,200 revolver for it, but you know, I got what I wanted. To me, a good trade is when you trade for something you want, not for value. To me, that's a good trade. But yeah, give old James West a holler. And James West, if you see this, just let me know in the comments if you want to do a shooting review or anything like that. If there's any more questions you'd like to ask about it. The other only thing is I could think of is the flash cutting. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, Mr. West. The flash cutting here. If you shoot a revolver, the cylinder gap will cause a flash. I don't know if you can see it in this one, but you see that little line right there? You see that? Right there on the barrel? The flash cutting is very minimal, and I'm not getting any on the rod here because of this little, I'll use this to point at, because of this lip, how it sticks out. That flash will hit this little tit sticking out. So I mean, the gun don't gum up or anything. When I shot this revolver, I think I ran maybe, how many cylinders can I run through it before it starts getting sticky? I would say about 8 to 10. 8 to 10 fully charged cylinders before it starts to get sticky. And believe it or not, what I use, I'll just pull this out and I'll spray the cylinder arbor, and I'll spray a couple of shots down the barrel here, and I'll spray in the hole through the middle of the cylinder, and I'll take a couple of good old-fashioned WD-40. But that's just down at the range, or when I'm out at my friend's place or out at my parents' or whatever, shooting outside the city. As far as what I use to clean, I use Dawn dish soap and hot water in the kitchen sink, and I use a toothbrush, and I just scrub the shit out of it, take it completely apart, all internals, everything comes out. The little spring here, there's a little spring here instead of like the old school handspring on the old 1860s and 58s and 51s. And then I rinse it out and make sure it's dry it off, and then I use Ballistol. 100% Ballistol. I don't dilute it. What I do is I get like a little gun cleaning patch and lightly coat it, and I'll run it through the barrel, and I'll run it through here, and then I'll take the remaining and just brush over the gun real quick, and then I put it away. But it's stainless steel, and people say black powder. If you shoot a stainless steel gun with black powder, you still want to clean that fucking shit. Don't let it be all dirty, because this shit, believe it or not, will pit. It'll pit like a motherfucker. You still want to clean that shit. Don't let anyone fucking bullshit you. And as far as seasoning, I ain't eating eggs off this motherfucker. I don't need to season the goddamn barrels. That's fucking stupid. I've been shooting black powder for over a decade. Flint locks, cap locks, you name it. I probably own it. I'm a black powder gun collector, and I've tried to bust it, confirm it, whatever you want to call it. The whole seasoning thing, it's fucking bullshit. When you clean the gun, you take the coating off anyway, so fuck it. But anyways, James West, God bless you, God bless America, and we still have our guns, and believe it or not, I don't think anyone's really going to fuck with them. So have a good day, sir, and Everyone give James West a shout out, man. Holler at him. Hit that subscribe button for him. He's a good guy.